name is Mathew Ortiz. I work for SubHerb Farms, and I'm an agronomist. And so what we do is we work with farmers to make sure that they're growing our crop the best that they can. So I work with about 12 growers, which isn't a lot, and but because of the recent cuts, so we cut a crop maybe I don't know, like each crop is we just come back to it every 30 days or so. So you're coming back pretty much. We have like 800 acres, which, like I said, isn't a lot, but we have it from Tracy all the way down to El Centro, and El Centro is right by the desert of San Diego. So that's a 6 hour drive from Fresno out there. So we're pretty busy. Like a day in my life would be, in the morning, definitely start out with coffee, just to help make sure I'm up and going. I definitely look at, so we work with Agrian, so on our, field monitoring and stuff. So making sure everything's good in there. Then I'll go out to the field, which is about maybe in Fresno. So I work in Mendota to Huron, to Los Banos. So both of them are about hour and a half drive. So drive out there. So there's, 1 hour, 2 hours of my day gone. And then I walk the fields, take notes. If I see anything that looks odd or something that just doesn't seem right, I will either investigate it, take pictures, and then, talk to someone. If I don't know, talk to someone who does know or try to find out who does know, and just being young, that's kind of the thing I've learned is you just got to ask a lot of questions because you're never going to know anything. But that's kind of how you learn is through older people and through their experiences. So I actually wanted to be a cop when I was growing up. When I was third grade, I wanted to be a cop. I switched over when I graduated high school. I worked at Ross and hated it. And then my dad had a position open. I took it and just fell in love with ag from there on. My dad is he's a farm manager, or sorry, harvest manager for Olam. So they do garlic and onions, and so he's been taking me out there since I was five. So I've known some of the workers there. I mean, all the workers know me from just a little kid walking around. So kind of just that, and then yeah, I just once I got a position there as a sampler, so cutting onions all day long. I cut onions and checked it, weighed them, and then just look for pretty much the bad and good onions, right? And so yeah, took that and just kind of it was nice. It was nice to have a truck. I've always driven a car, so once I got a truck, I was like, okay, I really like this, and so that was kind of my intro into it. That kind of made me fall in love with it. So we freeze them. So we what we do is the product comes in through a trailer, and then we dump the load into a like a conveyor belt, and then we blanch it to clean it to as a kill step to kill bacteria and stuff. And then we freeze dry them and then we cut them up into little slices. And so I think we're probably one of the only, I think there's only two companies in the state of California that actually do that, that put it into a salsa. Basil and cilantro. Those are our two probably biggest crops that we grow. And so we sell those Starbucks, our Starbucks, we do pesto. And then for Panera Bread, we do some of our, I think it's like a garlic herb paste. So that goes inside their chicken avocado sandwich or something like that. But yeah, so it goes to them. And so, yeah, I mean, I've tasted it's pretty good. I like it. We just try it with crackers and stuff. So it's pretty good. Rosemary is typically like I don't know, a garden crop, right? I mean, but we actually grow it commercially, and so that is one of the hardest crops to harvest because it's a wood stem, so it's really, I mean, you have to drive really slow. It takes long hours because you're just sitting there. But yeah, it just yeah, I never would have thought rosemary was even grown commercially. I thought it was just what I mean. It's just a little garden that people just cut up and they just use that. But no, it's yeah, we grow up to 20, 30 acres of it. So cilantro. Um, so cilantro for me, I just use it with everything. I mean, pozole. I mean, and salsas too. So I really love it with that. I'm trying to think what else. To me, I just like the smell of it. I like the kind of the mint, kind of like what do you call it, like acid taste that it has. Okay, so the funny thing about cilantro is that coriander is actually what is the seed that you put in, but once the crop comes out, it's cilantro. And so, yeah, it's kind of a They're when you people mention coriander and cilantro, it's the same thing. They're really the same thing. Fishing and snowboarding. So right now it's snowboarding, and in the summer it's fishing. So I'm pretty active, but yeah. So fishing and snowboarding both Shaver. I love going to Shaver. To me, it's a great place. I'd say honestly English and writing because I've had to write so many emails, and you know what I mean. And spell check doesn't really check all the grammar stuff, so it is very helpful to pay attention on your English. That is very important. So, and talking to people, it helps to know that stuff too.